So this is a question that lots of people have trouble with. I think when I talk about this one, you're probably going to go, oh. So if you watched my other video, you would have seen that I show you how to convert between recurring decimals and fractions, and also from fractions to recurring decimals. But this one's a little bit more complicated, but I'll show you in a second why I think you're going to go, oh. Anyway, important thing to remember with this is that it's just the one that is recurring in this case, okay? So if we were to try and write this out, we'd be writing 0.4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and so on, forever and ever. The 4 wouldn't come back in, okay? So one thing we could do is we could take that and we could multiply it by 10, and we're going to get it 4.1 recurring, okay? Now with that, okay, that kind of helps a little bit. We can try and get rid of 1 recurring. Now some of you might be able to do something with that already, because some of you might remember what 0.1 recurring is. But there's a method which you can use which is the same for all of these, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Okay, so what we can also do is, instead of multiplying by 10, we can just multiply, I'm going to use my socks to clean the board, times by 100, and we get 41.1 recurring. Now, remember, what we want to do is get rid of that recurring 1. We want to get rid of all those 1s, okay? So what we can do is we can take this that was multiplied by 10. If you remember, we're going to times by 10 again, and we're going to get 4.1 recurring. Now, you look at these two different things. Let me just get rid of that. It looks like a ratio. So we've got these two things here. They both have this recurring 1. So what we can now do is we can maybe try and subtract something else. We could subtract this to get rid of the recurring 1s. We're also going to get rid of a 4 from this, but we're still going to be left with a nice whole number. So what we do is 41.1 recurring minus 4.1 recurring. Now, very easy. 1 recurring minus 1 recurring is 0. So that's gone. Our recurring decimals are gone. Our recurring decimal places. 41 minus 4 is 37. So now what we have is 37. Now we have to remember that we used algebra in this. So that was quite useful. If we times this by 100, we started off with x, so we'll call it equals x. That means that this is 100x and this is 10x. So if we subtract this from this, we're taking 10x away from 100x, and that means that at the end we're going to get this is 90x. And remember, let's just get rid of our, oh no, that's fine. So what we want is to get 90 by to get x by itself. So you remember what we have to do on both sides. We've got to divide by 90 on both sides. So 37 over 90 equals x. Now we can't simplify this anymore because 37 is a prime number. They don't share a common factor. We can check that. 3 plus 7 is 10. Okay, it doesn't divide by 3. And I just remember that 37 is a prime number. Okay, so there is the fraction that converts into. So it's a nice little trick you can use. If you're not great with this right now, don't panic, don't get annoyed, get annoyed if you really want to, but I don't think you should, because this is stuff which pops up at GCSE. If you're doing it right now, then absolutely fantastic, happy days. If you're doing a bit of it, if you understand some of it, but you're not completely consistent with it, that's still really good, okay? And if you still really don't understand, that's okay. It's fine, it's year 8. We've got plenty of time to practice this stuff. Whoops.